Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me loud and clear? My microphone is here. I missed you all. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're doing great. Jane Jambi here, all the way from Thika, from my bedroom. Please tell me where you are watching us from. Please tell us which country you're from, and please tell us what you do for a living and why you want to become a freelancer. I'm so happy to see you here. I can see Patrick, I can see Baki, the web developer, I can see Violet Kenya, I can see Chep Koech, and I can see Lucy Kawera. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. Welcome. We are delighted to have you here, Patrick. We are delighted to have you here, Baki. We are delighted to... I'm happy you all can hear me loud and clear. We are happy to see you, Violet. And yeah, I can see Garage 101. I can see Joyce Wanjiko. I can see you all. And I'm happy. We have 23 people here. We have a nice number for us to get started. And today I'm going to teach you conducting market research as a freelancer. And I'm going to show you step by step. And then you are going to join me in this live chat if you have a question and ask me, and I'm going to answer you. And if you would like to help others by answering them, you can as well join us in the conversation. Let me know where you are watching me from. I am in Thika. I am in Kenya. I am in my bedroom. Let me know what you do for a living. Are you a web designer? Are you an accountant? What do you do for a living? So let's get started. So a lot of you are new here and they are not familiar with who Jane Jambi is. So meet me, your instructor. And my beautiful name is Jane Jambi Wanjiro. And I am a freelancer. I started freelancing back in 2021. But in 2024, I had done something called 2014, I had done something called academic writing. In 2015, I did transcription. And I was like, you know what? I am not going to do these things. I am going to concentrate with my studies. So I completed studying college, and then I was out here struggling up and down. And yeah, so I am a web designer as well as a graphics designer, a digital marketer, and I teach. And I started teaching online back in 2017, and I was teaching people Google Ads, email marketing, and I was getting clients on LinkedIn because I joined LinkedIn in 2013. I had a big LinkedIn account that had 36,000 followers. I got in a situation that was depressive, and I had to shut it down. And then I started this one that I have that has 7,000 subscribers. So I would get clients there and I would teach them Google Ads. I also do something called Google Analytics, and I do something called Google Tag Manager. And I set up for my clients something called Looker Studio that help them analyze data that is sent to their website. So that's what I do. Okay. So that's what I do. And I learned web design on YouTube. I learned web design where? On YouTube. And I was struggling with my business. And I paid a developer. He frustrated me so much. I sat down with a 2-hour video. I watched everything, writing everything down. Within a week, my website was up and running. And I went to my CV and I wrote, I am a web designer. Okay? And then I continued learning how to do learning platforms. And that's how I ended up specializing in websites that focus on learning. Because most of the websites that I've created, 80% of my website, they are for teachers, lecturers, and coaches. They are for people who want to teach people online. So what are we going to learn in this 5 days challenge? I have created uh, an amazing challenge that is 5 days long, and I created it because when I tell people I do freelancing, it's like they want me to explain freelancing and help them start working online in a sentence, not even in a paragraph, in a sentence. And it's so frustrating when somebody wants you to explain something with like they put you in a box and they want you to explain everything when you're there inside. So I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to teach people freelancing. I'm tired of people telling me, hey Jen, teach me academic writing. I do not do academic writing. Hey Jane, teach me data entry. Teach me virtual assistant. I was told when you are working online, you do virtual assistant. I was told when you work online, you do academic writing. No, working online and freelance and doing freelancing is broad, and anybody can freelance. Anybody can freelance. An accountant can be a freelancer. An architect can be a freelancer. A tailor can be a freelancer. Literally anybody. A writer can be a freelancer. Anybody can do freelance work. Okay. So it's wide, it's broad. Okay. So why did I decide we start with conducting market research? Because a lot of people don't know that their skills can be monetized. Like you will hear an accountant telling me, hey, I know you do those online things. Could you please teach me how to do academic writing? Because most people in their head, when you're working online, it's academic writing here in Kenya. But I'm like, I don't do that. And then they go like, but you work online. Yes, I do web design. And they go like, teach me that web design. And I'm like, it's going to take a while because you have to learn web design and then you have to learn how to market your web design skill. And then I go like, what skills do you have? And then that person will tell you, I am a human resource manager. I have an accounting. I have a big bachelor's of commerce in accounting. I am a teacher by profession and my salary is small. And you're like, you can be a freelancer even when you're a teacher. Even a musician can be a freelancer. Literally, everybody can freelance and sell their skills online. All you need to know is how to do it and how to present yourself in front of the right audience. And in day one, we are going to conduct market research. We are going to learn how to conduct market research. In day two, we are going to learn how to come up with target audience. Okay, because you have to put yourself in front of the right people who speak a language you understand. You are in Kenya, you know perfectly well our Swahili does not look like those of Tanzanian. And then you go to market your services in Tanzania. Can you imagine me trying to speak to a Tanzanian their Kiswahili? It is so difficult. You go to market your services in Congo, you only speak English, and those people speak French. You will not be on the same page with them. And my clients have experienced this. Okay. The other thing we are going to learn is how to list your services on freelancing platforms and also social media. Personally, I list myself on LinkedIn. A lot of people tell me, oh, Fiverr, oh, Fiverr closed my account, Upwork closed my account. I do not use those services to sell my skills because I don't understand why I would look for a client and then somebody takes away 20% of my hard work. Okay, then we are going to learn how to come up with a marketing strategy and sales funnel. And then we are going to learn how to set smart goals as a freelancer. So let's go straight to conducting market research. And when you're conducting market research, one tool you should have is an action plan. A lot of people do not have something that will guide them through the way as a freelancer. So they end up getting confused, getting overwhelmed. So let me show you what an action plan looks like. If you have enrolled for our training, if you have done what? If you have enrolled for our training on our website, if you have enrolled for our training on our website, here is our website. You will be able to see the action plan here, the freelancer action plan, and you will be able to access it. It's something that looks like this. When you access this action plan, follow the instructions that are on the tutorial. You will be able to make a copy of your own, and your action plan, you should be able to highlight what you're supposed to do on day one, which is writing down your skills. And then you will duplicate everything, and then when you start, you will just say in progress, and then you will write the date you have started, you will write the date you will end. It's very good to have a deadline. It's very good to tell yourself how long it's going to take, and then here you're going to come and write down everything that is expected of you, including your skills. So I hope we are clear on that. I hope you all have been able to download your action plan, and you have taken a look at it, and you have made your own copy. Do not edit my action plan. That's why I prevented you all from just accessing it. You have to request me so that you can access it. Okay, so before I continue, let me see where you all are coming from. I can see we have we have Baki is saying this is much better than yesterday. Absolutely, this is better than yesterday. I also agree with that. Yesterday through WhatsApp, I couldn't hear some of you could not hear me. We have Muli Michael is in Thika, just like me. We have Millicent, we have Grace Njuguna is in Nairobi, Kayore, and she is a teacher, and she would love to know more about freelancing. We will talk about a lecturer I taught freelancing. She is a teacher who freelance. And watching all the way from Githurai 44 in Kiambu, wannabe freelancer because of flexibility. That's Patrick. Thank you so much, Patrick. We have Nelly from Kisumu. She is a life coach. We have Anne Ayub. I run a spa business, Skin Sensational Wellness Spa in Kilimani, Timau Plaza. Karibu sana, Anne Ayub. We have Lucky. Lucky is watching us from Meru, nursing mom. Would love to know more about freelancing. Want to convert my data to money. We have Dorothy. She's just showing gratitude. We have Nelson. We have Jude Ngigi, I am in. Thank you. I am in. Thank you so much. You guys need to tell me where you're from and what you do. We have people from Qatar. We are going to come back and talk to you, everybody. And those of you who don't know me, this is me. This is Jane Jambi, the one, the owner of that website, the lead instructor, the Daily Learners, the one who learned web design on YouTube. She just drags and drops. She has no idea of what coding looks like, okay? So let's continue. Okay? So now that you have seen what let me get out of these comments. They are distracting me. How do I hide them? Good. Excellent. Higher. Now that we have looked at what freelance action plan is, so those of you who are joining, we will have a recording, so you can always go back and look at what we have learned the last 19 minutes. So the freelancer action plan, we have looked at it. Now, how do we go about writing down our skills? Like I have said, you will find someone very educated, because everybody tells them working online in Kenya is academic writing, and they are an accountant. It's like they don't even know how to monetize their skill. Okay, so how do you identify your skills? Okay, so you have to write down your skills on that action plan. Then how do you identify these skills easily? You use different tools that you have. A good tool that you can use is a transcript. Now, I'm going to show you one of my transcripts. Don't look at my bad grades. Don't, don't look at my bad grades. So this is my transcript for 4th year, and it's one of my few transcripts that I use to identify my skills. And one skill that I have is actually something called proposal writing. You will see CMD 420. If you look at it, you will see CMD. Is there a way I can? There is no way I can expand this. You will see I did proposal writing and fundraising. So what happens is when I go to the action plan, I'm going to write proposal writing and fundraising. So I'm going to come here and write, if I use my transcript, I'm going to write, one of my skills is proposal writing. And then the other one is fundraising. And I'm very good at fundraising with a tool called Google for Nonprofit. Because I'm a digital marketer, I understand Google for Nonprofit. For Nonprofit. That's it. So I write that one down. Then after that, let's go back. Now I have written on my transcript, I am good at proposal writing. I studied, one of the skills that I studied was proposal writing and fundraising. Higher. So you can use your transcripts. So I don't think there is any other course that is there. Maybe extension education that I did. Well, I'm an extension education officer, so I don't see the value. Then the next thing I'm going to do is write down what you learned online and offline. And what did I learn online on platforms like YouTube? Something like web design. So I'm going to come back to my action plan, and I'm going to type what I learned on skills I have acquired from YouTube. I'm going to write web design. I'm going to write graphics design. I'm going to be general and write all that. Graphic design. I'm going to write learning management system and email marketing. These are the skills I have learned on YouTube. Then I'm going to continue. I'm going to go back to my training. I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to come and look certificates I have earned. These certificates you have earned by attending workshops, seminars, going to university, going to other institutions, whatever, even taking online courses. And one of the few certificates I have earned is landing page creation and Google Ads training. So I go back to my whatever, to my action plan. I write certificate. And in that, I write I have done landing page creation. I have done Google Ads, and so on and so forth. And I bold this one to make sure it's the one that can you all see my action plan? Can you all see my action plan? Let me know in the chat. Can you all see my action plan? Can you see what I'm doing on my screen? Can you all see what I'm doing on my screen? Can you hear me loud and clear? Let me know in the chat. Yes, Baki, the web developer, is saying, yes, you all can see. I believe you all can see the action plan, and you can see me when I move to the presentation. Not visible. Harriet Obegi, not visible. This is not possible. Let me take a look again. I wouldn't want to be moving from one page to the other and all of you are confused. Take a look again. I wouldn't want to be moving from one page to the other and all of you are confused. So let's go back to here. I can see it's all right. So let's hide the chat and we continue. And we are trying to fill in the action plan. Then we continue. What other resource do we have that can help us write down our skills? A software that we use, a software or a tool. So we go back to our action plan and we write a software or a tool. So if you are doing accounting, it's QuickBook. If you are doing web design, it's WordPress. If you are doing WordPress, which landing page builder do you use? Elementor. If you are doing learning management system, what LMS do you use? Thrive Apprentice. If you are doing graphic design, Canva. If you're doing graphic design again, Adobe. Any tool. Write down in the chat the tool that you use in your area of specialization. Write down in the chat the tool that you use in your area of specialization. Write it down. Make sure you write down the tool you use. It's very helpful when you're conducting market research because there are so many business owners and big corporations that will hire you to just use a tool that you're familiar with. This could be PowerPoint. This could be Excel. Anything, any tool you understand, write it down, okay? Then we come back to our presentation, and the other thing you can use is actually a course outline. So when we are in college, if you are a student at the university and you don't know, probably you just joined and you don't know where to start. When you're in college, you're always provided a course outline. When you look at that course outline, it will give you so many ideas. For instance, if you have a course outline on writing skills, like writing, we all learn writing when we go to college. That's the first thing we learn. And computer skill, when we learn writing, we learn the different types of writing. We have the Harvard, Chicago, APA, and all those form of writing. It is important you take those skills and ask yourself, so what can I do with this skill of writing? Can I proofread for people online? Can I do this? So you're going to take your course outline and highlight everything that is on your course outline. If you have taken a course on a place like Udemy, go through that course outline and look some of the subunits you learned. A small chapter or even one lesson can become a whole skill that you can sell online. Then the last thing that you can use to determine your skills, to find out more skills that you have, is your resume. And here is my resume. And you can see on my resume, I am an affiliate. I do help business owners set up their affiliate program and help them in setting up commission structures. I also help with something called automation and workflow management, mostly in learning platforms. A lot of people don't understand automation. So I sometimes get called in and I'm told, hey, Jambi, can you just help us with automation? We have set up everything. You understand this concept. So I help with automation. So you can look at your skills using your CV. And this way of identifying skill, I came up with it when I was working with a lecturer at the University of Nairobi. You see, we are put so much knowledge that it reaches a point we suffer from decision fatigue. We can't make a decision because we have so much that has been put in our brain. So this is a senior lecturer at the University of Nairobi. She has like 30 years of work experience. She has done up to doctorate level. You can imagine how much information she has, and she would tell me, I don't know where to start, help me where to start. And she said, can I give you my CV? You help me. And when I looked at her CV, I saw she has written books. I saw she has done monitoring and evaluation, so many things, so many things, so many things. And that is how we were able to come up with the skills that she sells today online. So your resume is one of the most important tools that can help you identify your skills. Okay? So, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you enjoying? Am I making sense? Are you gaining any value? Ama mko tu hapo tu? Or you are just there existing, floating somewhere? Am I making sense? Do you have any question regarding writing your skills down, regarding the action plan? Do you have any question? Let me know in the chat before I proceed. So I'm going to check out the messages and drink some water and read some of the things you are writing to me. Let me see where you are all from. Hey, I can see my neighbors here. Mhm. We have Lucky, who is watching from Meru Nursing. She said that to us. We have Dorothy showing gratitude. We have another person called Nelson showing us gratitude. I'm in, thank you. That is Jude. We have Rachel Irongo. I am in, thank you. We have Pauline Ngugi. We have Wanitas. We have Alice. We have Wanitas is from Dhika. So make sure you tell me what you do. Make sure you tell me what you do. The more I know what you do, the more I can have more and more examples to share when I'm teaching. Okay. So we have Harriet. Make sure you tell me what software do you use in your area of specialization. Okay. So we have Harriet is from Kisii. We have Meg is from Machakos. We have this lady from Kikuyu. We have Smarter Paul is in Nairobi. We have Pauline from Katal. Thank you so much, Pauline. We have Karen Machakos. That is Karen. Karen is from Machakos. We have Newton. So I'm happy to have you all here. I am happy. I am delighted. I am honored. We have Anna Yub. I want to know how I can incorporate my current work to freelancing for flexibility purposes. We are going to answer these questions. I also want this type of questions from you guys. I will really appreciate. I'm from Netherlands and I'm a software developer. And yes, this is Jane Jambi, the one and only. Oh, this is from Embakasi and Mark want to learn freelancing. This one is from Keno. And yeah, we have so many people from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. And I'm so happy to have you all here. We have a student from JQuat, Juja, and he's studying IT. I love web development. I'm a web content creator. I'm interested in learning freelancing, my skills, and digital marketing and SEO. Well, I can teach you so many things in digital marketing, but one thing I cannot teach you is SEO because I'm learning SEO myself, and I seriously don't teach what I don't know or what I don't understand. So we have a photographer, and photographers can be freelancers. In fact, they can freelance so well. So long as a photographer can know how to get their clients online, they will sell their skills perfectly well. It's going to be so easy for you, okay? So the screen is, yeah, is visible. We have Njoki Waigwa. We have Smart Poll, yes, gaining a lot of auctionable value. We have somebody called Haraka Delivery Service, Njoki Waigwa, Haraka Delivery Service. We have popular inventions. I used to be an active online freelancer since 2012. Then by 2020, my morale went down. Trying to come back, lack of motivation. Popular inventions, you don't need motivation. You just need to take that action plan, go filling it in, then start implementing one thing every day. One thing, 1 hour every day. You will make so much progress. That's all. Okay. Then we have thank you for this from Nairobi learning articulate storyline for e-learning teacher and swimming instructor. That's amazing. Mercy. We have Mark Opio. He's saying I use Minitab of as a statistical software. Yes, now these are the things I want to hear. I use Minitab because I want you to tell me which softwares do you use so that I can at least try to help you with ideas, because I only know things like writing. You will hear me give you examples with writing, graphic design, web design, accountant, because I don't know so many things outside those areas. And I know accounting because I do bookkeeping for myself a little. Okay. So somebody is saying, Alice Ngigi is saying, very informative. And then we have a chef. We do have a chef, and even chefs can be freelancers. Let me tell you something. A chef, in fact, can make money online in very different way. They can freelance their chef's skills. The other thing they can do is create and sell recipes. Create and sell what? Recipes, and make so much money out of recipes, by the way. They can also just create their small kitchen where they teach people to cook, and they just teach people, and you don't even need to speak. People just need to see you mixing ingredients. So sometimes I follow so many chefs who don't talk. I like the ones who don't talk. The ones who speak just irritate me. Okay, so I do. We are going to read the other ones. Let's continue with our class. Let us hide. Higher. So now that we have written our skills, we are now going to research our skills on freelancing website and see, are other people doing what I do? You know, when you see other people doing what you do, you at least realize there is demand for your service. What if you go there and you realize, oh, people don't even do what I do? There is still, then you create that niche. Last year, but one, we didn't have anything like ChatGPT. It just came up. Okay, so you invent it, you bring it to us. In fact, it will be much better when you start it. So just because something you don't get it on this freelancing website, you shouldn't let it break you down. So let's go back to our whatever. So by the way, those of you who are watching this training, make sure you look at my it's called my what? This thing, my portfolio. My portfolio. This was my first website, by the way. This website you see here, written research methods. This Wise Trips was a website I was told, it is a travel website I was told to create, and I was like, Give me a few hours, I will get back to you. I went to YouTube, learned how to do a travel website, came back with a budget for the client, and we did a good job. The other one is my website. The other one is a nursing school. And I got this client through a referral who found me on LinkedIn, and I work with both of them to date. And we met in 2021. We started working in 2021, and we work together mpaka leo, even to date. Okay, this lady whom I did her Kowele whole food, she started taking my courses back in 2021, and she's the one who referred this one for Wise Trips. And I have done for her 2 websites, and this one for Wise Trip, I have done for him 3 websites. And then we have this lady for Heal Thyself. We met in 2020, I think, if I'm not wrong, and she was one of my first people that I got on Facebook to work with after I came back on the internet. So these are the things I will teach you, is how to retain clients even for long term. Okay, if you stick with me till the end. If you come to this course, you will learn that you will see success stories of my clients. Make sure you listen to these stories. You will hear how this lady started off with me. You will hear this other one, how graphic design can change the way your business is. Graphics are very important. What you see here, it's design. Design is everything. If you go out, it's design. The way our roads are done, our building, the billboard, everything is design. And design has so much money. So now let's go to Fiverr. And on Fiverr, this is my favorite platform. This is where I buy services because I know they are cheap. This is why I don't list myself on this website, because I don't want to be cheap. I don't like that idea. I don't want anybody coming to look for my services because they know I'm cheap. I want them to come looking for me because they know I know what I'm doing when I'm setting down, when I'm setting up learning management, a learning platform for them. Because if you even look at most of my clients, you will hear them just tell you, oh, I'm a lecturer. Oh, I run a school. Oh, I'm a teacher. Oh, I'm a coach. That's their language. Okay. And when we are learning target audience, you will understand why you should select a niche. You see, when Dr. Lydia Wambogo goes to interact with other lecturers and she talks about her website, other lecturers ask her, who did that website for you? Now I get customers like that. When you're deciding who your target audience is, you consider how they behave when they are with their friends. When they are in a union, they will talk. People like talking about things when people hear you have a website, they view you up there. So when other lecturers, when professors hear she has a website, they come to me to work for them. And when we are learning about target audience, I will explain to you something why you should niche down. You should not be a jack of all trades. Now when you come here and you have this action plan, the action plan is here, and you have written down all your skills. I hope you can all see my screen. Yes, you can see it. I can see. Okay, you come here, you come where? You come here, you take your first skill, proposal writing. You look, can I sell this skill online? Yeah, it is going to come. It is going to bring. Do you see? Yeah. So if you're good at writing, you will be able to see. Are you going to do the one for fundraising for to help nonprofit acquire a grant, or are you going to do the one for businesses? Because I know how to write two types of proposals: the business proposal and the one for grant. So because I write for I write proposals when I want grants to support my business. So you see, so you come here, you see, oh, so there are other people here who offer this service. Okay, you come and look. Let's just look. We are not going to go into details. Then you say, okay, I'm in fundraising. I'm going to go to Google for nonprofits. I'm going to come here, copy, and say Google for nonprofit. Oh, only 23. That means it is not on demand, right? It could be most nonprofits do not understand this thing exists. A lot of nonprofit don't know Google for nonprofit exists. And if you're in nonprofit and you don't understand fundraising and you're not getting funding for your nonprofit, consider Google for nonprofit. They give you a grant, an ad grant of $10,000 a month to advertise on Google and be able to do fundraising and be able to acquire donors and even board members who can influence decisions in whatever. So it's either a lot of people don't know this service exists, or a lot of non-profits don't know it exists. When I speak this to non-profits, I'm speaking Greek and they take it like hot cake. This is hot cake. And if you can get non-profits, don't take the ones that are in Kenya, broke ones. Take the ones that are in, you can go to a foreign country, like you can look like Australia. A non-profit will comfortably pay you $1,000 to do for them Google for nonprofit, because Google for nonprofit is similar with Google Ads. It's just that it's called Google for nonprofit. Here locally, they want you to do everything for them free. No, I can't. And they always want volunteers. I can't do that. Higher. The other thing is YouTube. So we said skills that I have learned on YouTube. We can go and look for web design. Now, when you look at Fiverr here, you will see this thing here, this menu here. This is called a menu on a website. You can use this tool here, or you can use the search wherever, and you will get web design. Now, when you put web design, you will see that you are not specific. Web design is broad. Some people, when they're in web design, where is that web design? Here. Website development. Some people want e-commerce websites, others just want landing pages, others just want dropshipping websites. Remember, what I do is not here because I focus on learning platforms. And if you're hearing what I'm doing things that a lot of people don't do, like learning platforms, because if it's not here, if LMS it's not here, then it's likely a lot of people are not doing it. Okay, so you can see website WordPress. That's why I told you to write a tool that you understand, because now if I'm going to come to web design and come and look at this way, I can just come here and just type WordPress. And you see, we have seen 37,000. I will just type WordPress. If you understand Shopify, just write Shopify. If you understand Wix, just write Wix. When you write web design, you will see the service providers services available are a hand. If you type web design, the services available are less than 40,000. When you type WordPress, it's over 100,000. Okay, it's over 100,000, meaning people are, WordPress is on demand, WordPress services. Then now you can narrow down to the plugin that you use in WordPress. You can narrow down to Elementor. So if let's go to that person who spoke about the software they use in something. Write down the softwares you use so that we can use them as an example. Kindly make your writing visible. They use Excel. Let's use Excel. Let's look for Excel. Excel, you can see 41,000 plus people are providing this service. So imagine you are an accountant, you use Excel, then you are told people who work online only do writing. You stop now focusing on the what you know, and now you start learning new things to go and do them. Okay, let's see somebody else who has a tool. Your writing is not visible. Can somebody tell me the tool they use? At least I give examples with your things. At least. Somebody is telling me nice CV. Thank you so much for commenting on my CV. But that is not an ATS friendly resume. Yeah, this one is good. This is excellent. Smart Paul, Adobe Creative Suite. Acha tutumie ya Adobe Creative Suite. Adobe Creative Suite. Something like that. Let's type and see. People are trying to provide it. You don't see so much reviews. You don't see so much everything. And this should not discourage you. Now, in that, you see, this Adobe Creative Suite, I believe it's used for graphics design, right? So if it's used for graphics design, then you're going to go to the area of graphics design. You either come here and look for that Adobe. You either come here and look for that Adobe. All of the things you can design using that Adobe. Can you design a business card? Can you design a letterhead? What else can you design with that Adobe? So everything that you can design with it, you write it here. So let's come here. Do we have anything like the Adobe whatever? You see architectures, here you are in design, architectures, industrial design, building engineering, landscape design. Architect nikisikia if I hear an architect saying they can't work online, I will crucify you on the cross like Jesus Christ. So if you don't see so much in your tool that you use, now come here, and if your tool like Adobe, I hope it does business card, you just type business cards. And there you will see them, business cards. See reviews these people are getting, because this skill is on demand. Right? Letterheads, anything you can design. Book covers. Book cover. Okay? Book cover, you will even say, I'm a graphic designer. I do it with Adobe. These are the things I can design. Business card, letterhead, book cover, whatever. Everything, you write it down. Let me look for another one. Oh, this thing covered everything. Illustrator, Photoshop, Figma. Let's look at Figma. Let's look for Figma. Let's look for Figma. Let's look for Figma. You see, 25,000 plus Figma. You see all the things you can do with Figma. Higher. Now, after you have researched, if you're in music, you come here. Okay, I can do voiceover. I can do all these online music lessons. These are people all offering online music lessons. If you play a piano, you can teach it. If you play a guitar, you can teach it. Let us look at a teacher. You teach chemistry. Chemistry teacher. Let us see. Here. Don't worry about the reviews. Don't worry about this. So long as you see others listing themselves, this skill is on demand. So long as you know perfectly well, you can be hired to teach chemistry. That skill can be sold. All you need to do is present yourself in front of the right people. So what I encourage you to do is come here, research. You can research using here, 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 here. Now, if you even look at data, I don't think you will see anything like Google Analytics. But if you come here and type Google Analytics, because I do that a lot for my clients, it's an on-demand skill, you will see it's a skill that is, it's something that's requested a lot of people. A lot of people who have e-commerce businesses buy this service a lot, even with something called Google Tag. This people who do web design are familiar with all this, most of them. So you will see these are the things that we focus on. But we usually do them to people who, this is usually a service we add about, you have to have those services you charge later. Okay, so you're designing a website, then later you want to tell people about SEO, you want to have a package for this service, and you want to have a package for social media marketing. So you cannot put them together, because if you do that, your river will run dry, and you never want your river to run dry. And that is why when you come to this course and you go here to day 4, we are going to learn in day 4 how to come up with a marketing strategy and a sales funnel. And the sales funnel will teach you how to go upselling your clients the services over and over. You sell them this service, you sell them this service. You don't sell everything from day one. If you're an accountant, you don't give a client the package of bookkeeping and helping them with tax and whatever things you do together. You can do bookkeeping. You tell them bookkeeping services, it's this amount, then tax, it will be this amount. This is how much I charge you every month. This is how I charge you if you pay in big installment. But I highly recommend you do things monthly. Okay, so yeah, so let's look at something else. We have said software or a tool that you use. We have said your certificate. So you just take these skills and you look for them. And if you realize something you have typed is not in demand, you can try to change. Like we have seen with Adobe. So you try to ask it, can I do YouTube thumbnail? Okay, can I do YouTube thumbnail? It is going to show you. You see, YouTube thumbnail is a part of graphics design, but it's not going to be mentioned. So you have to think outside the box, and you can see the service providers are over 17,000, because a lot of people don't know how to do these thumbnails, including me. I struggle with them so much. I'm not that good of a graphics designer. I just try. So anybody with a question so far? Kuna mutu akona swali so far kwa chat? Okay, so let's now go and look at Canva. So we look at what our competitors are doing. Now, who are our competitor? When we come to Fiverr or Upwork, okay, these people you see here are your competitor. When you're looking at what your competitors are doing, it's how much they charge for their services, it's how they package themselves. Now, you can see that they charge from $5. We all know Fiverr is a place where you go to get services for as low as $5. So we can look at the best performing. What are they doing? Okay. How are they pricing themselves and how are they packaging? You will see he has a basic plan, a standard plan, and a premium plan. The basic plan, he calls it gold. He says it's 1-day delivery and the revisions are limited. And it's just one thumbnail. He charges it at $5. So this one thumbnail like that, it's just $1. It's just $5. Okay. Let's see. And he can do as many revisions as you want. Then, if you want 2 professional eye-catchy thumbnail, $10. If you want 3, $15. So that's how he's packaging himself. It's like for him, every single thumbnail is $5. Then you can come and look about them. And then you can see they offer eye-catching viral thumbnail for Facebook, for Instagram, for LinkedIn, for Twitter. So you will be like, oh, so apart from doing something for YouTube, I can do for LinkedIn, I can do for Facebook. So you start seeing how they diversify. It's just one skill that is creating thumbnail, but now they are saying, I can do it for you for LinkedIn, for this, for that. Okay. I can also add the metadata, keyword alt tags, etc. into the back end of the thumbnail image. That is something else he's doing. He also says the services he offers. Fortnite thumbnail, thumbnail design, channel logo. So when somebody comes to offer this service, to order his services, they also know he does logos, he does channel banner, he does cover ads, he does all these things. And then he tells people why they should choose him. And this, you see, he says he has many experience with Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so he also tells you he will become your friend and he will give you 100% guarantee. So when you look at your competitors, you get to see how they package themselves. You see how they talk about themselves and the extra services they offer, and you also get to see the frequently asked questions. Which software are you using? You see why I told you the software is important. He's saying Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, the ones that you guys one of you have written. People sometimes ask for qualifications. I was telling a very young man from Netherlands. He is a software engineer. The fact that people can see he's a software engineer makes people take him serious from the word go. I remember when we started working with that senior lecturer, she would tell me, I don't want to use my name doctor when I'm teaching online. And I told her, we need to use that name doctor because students will take you seriously and we have to write you are a senior lecturer. So when you have those skills, like when you have those titles like doctor, professor, when you have senior, manager, executive, so and so, use those titles. They make people take you seriously. Remember, these people are giving you their money, and this is very important when you're working on your profile. So yeah, I'm basically an MPhil scholar, whatever, I don't know. Then the other thing you can come to is the reviews. And when you're analyzing your competitors, you look at their negative reviews and their positive reviews. The positive reviews make you understand their strength. And that is the strength you're going to develop. So thumbnail is a little cartoonish. I don't like it. Adhere to the modern design. And then you will see when people are not certified, how does he respond? He responds, I have given you the first version. You ask for modifications. It's unlimited. I'm open to it. Please let me know. Thanks. So you see the way he's answering. He is not rude. He is willing to redo the work until the customer is satisfied. For me, most of the time, my customers get satisfied from the word go. because I ask for everything. I use a Google form where everybody fills the things that I want, and really, Faisal did an amazing job and delivered what I was looking for, super fast, very prompt, meaning you should be very fast when you're delivering your work. Your communication should be very, very quick, and that's it. Awesome job. They always deliver more than I expected. So, guys, you can also come for the bad reviews and look at them and look at how he's handling everything. So we're just going to use Fiverr to analyze your customers, your competitors, and that's all. That's all I do when I'm analyzing someone. You can go repeating the same thing with people in different niches. So we have come to the end of our day one. We are not going to look at target audience. We are going to look at it on Thursday. It's long. It's 1 hour, 5 minutes, and I want to invite you to join and ask questions. So I'm going to drop the link here in the chat, in the live chat. Ask a question. I have sent the link. Join us here. I will let you in. I will let you in. I will allow you to ask something that you want. If you want me to clarify something, I will clarify it. If you want to add on to what I have said, you can do that. And please let it be on conducting market research. So please join us. Please join me here. I have dropped the link. I have dropped the link on the chat. Join me and ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, join me and ask a question. Somebody is asking to join. Add to stage. Hello there. Delphine.
Hi, Jambi.
Hi, Delphine. Mambo. Your
Sana
microphone is
Jambi.
muted.
Now you can hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear, Delphine. That's how you
Oh, yeah.
pronounce your name?
Yeah, you pronounce it as it should be. Delphine.
Okay. Okay, Delphine.
Yeah.
Sema, talk to me.
Okay, thank you so much for the wonderful class you've just taught us.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit concerned. You talked about skills. Sisi kuna wengine tulienda shule campus,
Uh-huh.
vitu
Yes.
tulitoka huko nazo, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Mungu tu ndo anajua. Mimi nasikia tu hapo ma skills nasema we. So anyway, I just wanted to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
where can you recommend someone to learn about the web design, SEO, and probably graphic design? I mean, the business of online selling. I sell households, so I really want to understand my niche kabisa and my target audience and get good money bana. In Kenya,
So do you want to learn web design to become a web designer, or do you want to learn web design to design a website for your business?
to design a website for my business and in the future to become a web designer. Nataka pia mimi nikuwe na hizi skills mnasema jameni.
Okay, what you usually come to YouTube. Do we have
Mhm.
anybody here in the chat who teaches web design? Do we have anybody in the chat who teaches web design, has a class for web design? Let's see. Unfortunately, hakuna. So what you do, you come to YouTube.
Mhm.
unakujanga YouTube and you just search web design. But ukienda when you want to learn online, it's the way you use the search tool on YouTube, on Google, you have to be extra creative. So for me, if you're going to be selling products online and you want to do SEO, WordPress is the way to go. Okay. So you just
Mhm.
have to type
Mhm.
WordPress e-commerce. WordPress
Mhm.
e-commerce. That's all I did. E-commerce, WordPress. And then you will see it bringing you teachers who will teach you. I use classes
Mhm.
for this guy. This is the first person I came across. It was back in 2018. And I cannot recommend you a video I watched back in 2018 because softwares, plugins, WordPress itself keeps being updated. So I use this channel to learn a lot. So you can
Mhm.
come here and learn. Also, I listen to these guys a lot. They are from India. So you can look
Mhm.
at these channels and you can learn from them about web design. When it comes to graphic design, I use Canva because it has pre-made templates, and I use a YouTube channel called Learn Canva.
Mhm.
Learn Canva. It's run by Roddy and his wife. This channel is the one
Mhm.
that I use, and they have short videos of 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, even 3 minutes long. And this is where I have been able to run some of the graphic design, video editing, how to add some things on my graphics. So you can take a look at them. They are amazing. So yeah, that's all I can
Okay.
say. Yeah.
Sawa, sawa, sawa.
So
Thank you.
is
I
that
will
all?
look into them. For
Okay, you're
now,
welcome.
let's give other
Okay,
people a
poa.
chance. Thank you.
Okay. We have Mary Fine. We have Mary Fine. Mary
Well,
Fine,
I just came
welcome.
to
Mary Fine
thank
is a
you.
data scientist. Welcome, Mary Fine.
Thank you. I just joined to learn more from the questions of others.
And what do you have to tell us?
Well, it was a nice session from the other end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Okay.
sure if it's still on because it's the first time actually I'm getting to I'm getting in contact with the StreamYard, this other site.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also wanted to see how it looks like and how it works. Thank you.
Okay. Sawa sawa. Welcome. So anybody else who would like to join us? Let's see what people have to ask. This one we did, we looked at. I use MoneyTab as a statistical software. So you can just enter MoneyTab and look at how it works. I'm a chef. We saw that Lucky. And Lucky, you can create even even whatever. What are they called? Even recipes on Canva and sell them. You don't even need a website, okay? Alice Ngigi, very informative. We have Anne Gladys from Thika, a publisher and a website developer. She's an author, I think. She's also an author. She has written very nice books. We have, I'm an accountant. I am an accountant, bookkeeping using online QuickBooks. QuickBook, it's a software that is on demand because it's easy to use and it has a lot of tutorials online. So most business owners prefer it because I saw it being used by a lady who does Amazon and she also uses Shopify, and she's called Tatiana James. If you go on YouTube and look at Tatiana James Even on her website, she recommends QuickBook, telling people it will help you in your business. So it's her who made me even like this tool. So yeah, accountants make a lot of money, and you don't even have to look for clients outside Kenya. Even inside Kenya, you can get so many clients who want to be helped with accounts. Mostly right now we are having our president, who is being called the tax corrector. People are going to be very serious, and they are going to be needing an accountant. So it's a skill. Everybody who has it, they should just know how to put themselves in front of the right clients, and just mint money with this skill. We have who? I do outside catering service. This is amazing. um I'm from Nairobi. I do trade development. I do trade development. I do trade development, business development. I would love to integrate into the freelance. Oh, that's amazing. This is Glory from Machakos. I use Excel and SPSS for data analysis. That's amazing. Smarter Paul uses Adobe Creative, Photoshop, InDesign Premiere, After Effect, After whatever, all those things. And then we have I'm an end support technician. That is Regina. Wow. Charity is the writings on the screen are blurred, but you are very audible. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the challenge is, but I will look into it. Nice CV. Thank you. But never ever send a CV like that to a human resource manager. It's not ATS friendly. You will be disqualified very quickly. Hiya, Harriet is saying too much sense. Thank you, Harriet. Rachel Irongo, thank you. I'm starting a nonprofit. This is great information. So if you're starting a nonprofit, Google for Nonprofit will provide you a free email for that has your nonprofit. Google for Nonprofit will provide you all the Google suite. You see Google suite, everything it has. Google for Nonprofit will provide you all those premium tools for free. The other thing you get for free is the Microsoft package. When you are a nonprofit, you get that for free. You get Canva, the web design tool, the premium one, you get it for free. Email marketing softwares, some of them you will get them for free, others you will get 70% off. So when you're a nonprofit and you know where to get these tools, you will get them everywhere. The other thing I recommend is donation pairing. So pair your donation is whereby you can go on LinkedIn, look for people who are in Microsoft, ask them to donate, to pair their donation with Microsoft nonprofit, or they volunteer in your program. And if they volunteer 20 hours, Microsoft gives $20. So try to learn donation pairing. Okay. When I will be, as we continue, because I will be teaching some of the skills that I know, like blogging, like fundraising for nonprofit, I will talk about donation pairing. It's a very, very amazing concept that a lot of nonprofits don't know all over the world, not only in Kenya. So thank you from Kwale County. We have kindly make your writings visible. Which writings? The one for presentation, or the ones on the websites like Fiverr, like whatever? I use WordPress and Elementor. That is Rachel. Harriet is saying I am an accountant. We have somebody saying Minitab. I think it's a software, if I'm not wrong. We have Baki. He's saying I use React.js for instance. Wow. Okay. I use Excel, SPSS for data analysis, SPSS. you know, I know SPSS because I hear that client of mine talk about SPSS, R and Python for data analysis. Where you people, you are educated. You are speaking Greek to me. You know me, I'm that web designer who only know how to drag and drop, change color, change font, remove the photograph of a giraffe and put the photograph of a human being. That is all I know. I do not know many things. All I know is to put myself in front of clients. Hiya, I teach but not online, and that's okay. You're going to learn so much from me. So, ladies and gentlemen, ask me a question. I have provided you with the link in the chat. So now let's complete today's class, and I would like to share with you about my 3 days workshop. So I am running a 3 days workshop that will be from next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It will be from 8 p.m. We are going to learn amazing things. We are on this 3 days workshop. We will learn in details free marketing strategies that will land you high quality clients. Yes, in this free lesson, we will learn marketing strategy, but it will not be in detail the way it will be detailed in those 3 days. The other thing we will learn is how to create buyer personas and ideal customer profile toolkit, and I'll provide you with these toolkits because they help you identify the type of a client you want for yourself. They help you score a client with points. You go scoring clients based on their points, so you are able to know, can this one be a good client, or this one will be a stubborn client. So these are toolkits I have created along the way when doing all these things online. Then I'm going to teach you contracts, I'm going to teach you work plans, and I'm going to teach you something called customer management. It's very important when you are a freelancer. So please join my workshop. Okay, it's an amazing workshop. You will love it. It's detailed because those 3 days we just focus on, just 2 days we focus on marketing only, and then the other one day we just focus on how you manage your client. So I will still teach you some free digital marketing strategies on this YouTube class, but I have more detailed one on the workshop. The workshop link is in the description. Make sure you check it. I will put it in the group, and I will see you on Thursday. And on Thursday, I will teach you um, how to come up with a target audience, because you have to have a target audience when you become a freelancer. So I don't think there is anybody else who has a question. Anybody else who has a question? Mnaona news. I know you people are watching news. Thank you very much. Your session was very informative. For those not seeing clearly, adjust the setting quality to 720. Wow, thank you for that. I didn't know that. So I hope you have enjoyed this training. My name is Jane Jambi. Have a good night and take care. Bye.